It's always been a square of resistance. It's got such an interesting history. This is the first arrival of the first West Indian migration to Great Britain. This is where the slum landlord Rackman packed in these migrants to this country in terrible conditions. Songs are written about this square. In the 1970s, this was a square of very hippie alternative culture. Early hippie festivals here before Glastonbury. And it's very beautiful to come and do a project here with that history. We engaged with the London Festival of Architecture because we wanted to do a bold, impactful modular building. So we had a little architectural competition that 3 or 4 architects firms applied, and we like this because it's colourful, it's environmental. The milk crates go back to being milk crates, the water goes on the plants and the bottles are broken up. It was designed by an architect called Joe Hagan and built by an artist called Mark Bailey for the Institute of Light. And what we've done is we've borrowed the milk crates from the UK's largest milk crate manufacturer, and when the building's finished they're going to go back into their life of milk crates. So the building just disappears, it has no environmental footprint. Well, we've got 12,000 water bottles. They're dead stock, and what we're going to do when the building's finished is we're going to water the garden with them, and we're going to crush the water bottles, and then they're going to be made into pellets and reused again. With the colour of the building is that people can pick out their own flags from the colour. Like, you know, if you're a Rastaman, you've got red, gold and green, or you've got the French flag there, or the tricolour, or you've got a bit of a German flag there. Brazil, what? Brazil, definitely. You've got Brazil, you know what I mean? So it's a kind of feeling of, it's like world colour. What gives it its stability, we use straps that you see on the side of lorries, ratchet straps, and they're tensioned and bring all the crates together, and we've also got straps coming along this way, tighter, and this becomes like a solid block.
And what do you think that would be the strap that puts all these people together?
Art. Well, art. What brings people together and what we're very passionate about is people doing art and doing, which is the collective process of actually making something and taking it away and learning a bit more about what you're doing. And Arthouse is a do-it-yourself art school. The idea is that we want to set up many temporary structure art schools in parts of Britain that don't have access to art and doing. So this is a pilot project. I very much wanted it to be a do-it-yourself art school and see if it could behave like an art school, so have classes, have tutors, have assistants. And so we looked out for volunteers, and then people just kind of came along and helped out, which was really nice. So the project began to be more organic as it grew, and so people adopted it. Some of the classes we've got coming up this week are so extraordinary. We've got very severely disabled people coming, and the artists could make a mobile, and the people would just make very small strokes of colour on paper, and then their paper would be put into the mobile, so hundreds of times, and then because they're so disabled, they're just going to spin it very gently, and she's going to play very light music and put some fairy lights on it. It's going to be amazing. So what we're trying to do is create new workshops with different groups. We've got the deaf group coming, and they're going to do life drawing. We've got people with cerebral palsy coming, and they're going to work with an artist called Tom Dixon, and they're going to make things out of soft shapes, things. So we're trying to develop new ideas. So we've got these kind of fun days, then we're also doing some serious work as well.
Oh, they know straight.
All the results have been fantastic. The collaboration between artists and groups has been amazing. We've really achieved, and we've really, I think, proved that you can bring people who don't do art and doing into a space and make them creative. Creating legacy is very important for Arthouse, and what we really want to do is for other towns and cities that don't have art schools or art galleries to adopt this model and do a month's art and doing in their locality, so that it creates memory, it creates art. I'm really looking forward to the building disappearing. I just like the idea it's just gone and leaves no footprint, and that it's just temporary, that it's a pop-up, that it's elusive. And then we'll see. It'll be interesting to see how it lasts in the square's memory in the years to come.